So everybody's kind of in their cars, ready to go, and the guy who was sort of organizing, ready to kind of drop the flag, said go. And I responded like a slapped thoroughbred and just blasted off in the 911 and was going around and just kind of kept blasting through gears, and I had all the space in the world in the very front of the pack, and got up to 140, 150, 60. I think I hit about 170 miles an hour, and I kind of looked as I could see towards the other side of the track, and no one else was moving. And I had certainly been instructed to go, and I knew that was sort of the game of the day. But as I circled around to get back to the grouping of cars, I came down off the high-speed oval, and in my rearview mirror, showing up out of nowhere like Will Ferrell in Wedding Crashers, is a local sheriff with his lights on behind me on the track. Now, I don't know where you pull over on a racetrack, but I just sort of went to the back of the procession and, rolled the window down, shut the car off. And he came up to me, and I didn't really know how this was going to go. It was obviously a pretty new experience, and as you'd imagine, kind of responds with, what do you think you're doing? And I said, well, I'm driving this Porsche on this racetrack. He said, well, why are you driving it like that? I said, well, I think that's how you drive on a racetrack. He said, not today, it's not. And I said, well, sorry. And he said, well, I've got to escort you off the premises now. So I was kicked off a racetrack for driving too fast in a Porsche at a Porsche track event. And it was actually a pretty good thing, because even though it was a little bit of an unceremonious eviction from the track, I did need to get back up north to the dealership. So it was a good time to get out of there, and everybody enjoyed the sound and the sight of seeing me blast around, they said. Everything went okay, and didn't get any more trouble on the real road, and he didn't even ask for my license or registration.